What's up YouTube? For tonight's video we have a Pokemon cereal team. Right, so this one's been hanging around a lot in the comment section. I've been aware of it, it's just I haven't actually got to it now. So a lot of people wanted this one, so here you have it. Now, leave those theme teams as usual in the comment section, guys. Any feedback on the video would be wonderful as well. Now, I was going to put this one up yesterday, but I was feeling like really tired and stuff. So here we are today. Now, I've got two battles again in this one. I've been thinking about a lot lately. A lot of the time I do leave out a battle that's actually really good too. So I normally have to pick between two really good ones. So I hope you're enjoying the double battles inside one sort of format there. It's a lot more work, but I definitely feel it's worth it. All right, let's get to this one. So these battles all done on my chat. This one was against Ogar on my chat. Now, I actually had all six monkeys. Well, I had a repeat of, he had the first three, then a repeat of the second one. So it was a all monkeys team there. So it was pretty cool. All the elemental monkeys, which you don't really see too often there. They're not really favorite Pokemon. Now, I had a physical ribbon bee there with Psych Up, Swagger, Leech Life, and Attract. It was bloody risky to use, and I actually did get a sweep with it, but all the other times are just complete, utter failures. Now, we have a Simisage here. I've got my Delmice as a bulky defensive wall this time. Max health and max defense there. Running I think I was running a bold nature on this. Now I've got Toxic and Whirlpool on this one. Just a Toxic Whirlpool Trapper. I really like that it gets Whirlpool too, and just Rest Sleep Talk on there for some recovery, and so I can do something while I'm sleeping too. Now, this thing actually had Workup, so I wasn't sure whether it was going to be a special attacker, a physical attacker, or a mix attacker, since Workup is, raises both stats. Now, there were a couple Pokemon I was actually quite worried about on this team, meaning there's a double up of both of them, especially the, I'd say probably especially the water type Pokemon I was quite scared of too. I needed to get rid of them. They were quite strong against some of my Pokemon, so I was a little bit worried about those ones, but apart from that, I thought this was going to be a pretty fun battle. Okay, so swapping out my Incineron, I thought it may be Hidden Power Fire, so that's why I swapped it in, but I tanked the Acrobatics there pretty nicely anyways. Now, I was thinking, well, I don't want to take another Acrobatics. I definitely want to swap out that because I need to leave my Incineroar for maybe later on in the game. Bring in Raisin Bran here. Now, a lot of these, most of these cereal names here are not really, I think they're American, so I'm used to things like Wheat Bix, Corn Flakes, Cocoa Pops, I'm trying to think of some other ones. All brands, things like that. I'm used to things like that, so I'm guessing these are American ones. All right, so we have another Simisage swapping in here. It's going to use Leech Seed on me. It's actually looking like a bulky one there, so interesting set there. All right, so going for the Confuse Ray there. Since I got Leech Seeded, I might as well spread a bit of fun around there too. Now this isn't just a normal like shell smashing one. It's a little bit different. It's a special defensive set on this one. Now I've got Ancient Power on this just for a bit of stab. I've got Charge Beam, I've got Rest, I've got Chesto Berry, and I've got Confuse Ray there. So the idea is to get my special attack up and try and go for some Ancient Power boosts there. And it still hits quite hard after you get a couple of Charge Beam boosts there. Alright, so I didn't really want to have two Sleep Talkers on my team too, so I thought Rest Chesto was enough recovery. In its Meteor form, it's very bulky too. Alright, so it's going to hit itself in Confusion there. Now, the idea here was to basically boost up as many Charge Beams as possible. I like it using Charge Beam, it looks really cool. And get as many stat boosts on this thing so I could take it out. It seemed relatively bulky. I wasn't sure what it had in its stats. I was thinking maybe it'd at least be max health. I wasn't really sure. Anyway, so I'm going to get my shields down there, which activates below half health. Now, in this form, the idea is to basically get enough charge beams up, and then when I get in my more like attacking form, I can hit harder and I'm faster as well. So that does a shitload of damage. Then it pops a berry, and it's going to heal itself basically all up there. It's got a Mago Berry there, and it's going to get some more Leech Seed recovery. Now, this was pretty funny. So I almost was dead here, and I thought, well, I can go for the rest here and get all my health back, and we can go back to square one again if it hits itself in Confusion, which it does, which is really nice. So I'm going to be able to get all my health back there. So once also, if you didn't know this, if you do use Rest and or your health does go over that point, you actually go back to your Meteor form there, so I get my bulk back, which is good. Okay, so I'm going to eat my Chesto Berry, and I'm going to get Leech Seeded there by the Simmer Sage. But the fun doesn't end here. It was actually quite it was a very trolly set. So as you can see, but your shield's down activates at the end of the turn. Just bear that one in mind there if you're taking any damage or anything. Now it's got recycle, so it's going to recycle that Mango Berry. So I virtually need to one-shot this. Otherwise, this is going to keep stalling me out. So I'm hoping I can get a Scumbag Ancient Power boost, which I don't. So it's going to be able to... It's looking like a 2-hit KO here. So it's like, well, the next turn's going to get very, very close to taking this thing out. All right, so it's going to go for the Energy Ball here again, which is probably its only move. Now, the weakness it had was it was basically using all Grass-type moves. So that's what I was going to take advantage of. Then I just missed the kill, and it's going to pop its Mango Berry again. So the fun times just keep rolling here. Now I was thinking, well, I can go for one more Charge Beam here. What I'm going to do is go for one more Charge Beam here, and then finish it off with the Ancient Power. So my shield's down and going to go here. Or I thought I could go for like a critical hit or something, because I am in my non-meteor form. Then it pops out the Grass Whistle, and it hits too with like 55% accuracy or something. So I'm going to go to sleep. That really, really sucks there. That would have sucked earlier on if it actually burnt my Chester very earlier on. Okay, so it's basically I can't do anything to it. I'm on 50 health. I'm going to leave it at this point in the game, and I'm going to swap in something else. So swapping in Captain Crunch here, my defensive wall. I'd need to get a Toxic on this thing. All right, so I know that it's only got grass moves. It can't do shit to me. It can't put me to sleep. It can't use Leech Seed against me. Energy Ball isn't going to do anything. So I know that I'm going to cause a swap here. Now, I can either go for Whirlpool, or I can either go for the Toxic. I was thinking what would be better if I trapped them with a Whirlpool or go for the Toxic. I thought I may miss the Whirlpool, but that really sucked because a Fire-type swapped in. So I kind of wish I did go for it, but that's all right. That's how things panned out. So I've got the Toxic up at least there. Now, I had Incineroar, which already had taken previous damage. My Special Defensive Wall Minior was looking rather bad too. So I didn't have lots of stuff to swap into this thing. Okay, so it's going to go for the Flame Charge here, and it's a Charge Beam. That's going to do a fair amount of damage there, boosting its speed. Now, I did have midday form Rock Ruff there with a Cell Rock. That was my way around this, if it got too many speed boosts up. Anyways, so I wasn't sure if it was running only Flame Charge as a physical, like, fire move, or it had, like, a more powerful fire move. I wasn't too certain. Anyway, so I've got the Toxic and Whirlpool happening again. And another fucking, like, how many fucking berries is these monkeys going to eat? So it's going to eat a Figgy Berry this time. It's got most of its health. Then it's going to go for a Heat Wave. So it's actually it was a special attacker, I'd say. And it had Flame Charge just to boost its speed. So that was pretty interesting. Okay, so the Toxic damage is, I think it's about 3 or 4 turns now. So that's starting to rack up there nicely. Just bringing in my Meteor form here just to, like, let it die and get that Toxic damage up. All right, so the Heat Wave isn't going to hit too hard there because I'm going to resist that. And I wake up and I get the Ancient Power off. So that was a very magical turn there. Does a lot of damage. And the Toxic is going to be enough to take it out, the Simisear out there too. Now, I think that Simisear was actually the first Pokemon, first Masuda method Pokemon in X and Y that I hatched shiny, which was... pretty fun. Okay, so I'm going to go for the Charge Beam here, and it's going to do quite a bit there to the Simipour there. Now, this is going to be a physical Simipour set with Waterfall, so I know it gets things like Ice Punch as well, Gunk Shot, Knock Off. It gets quite a nice move pool, like all of them do. And they got nice speed too. They got nice. They're not overly bulky. That's the only thing there. Okay, so bringing in 2 Cannon. This is a spec set. I've got Boom Burst on this. I've got Heat Wave. I've got Flash Cannon, which gets powered up by Sheer Force, which is like one of the few moves it can get powered up by Sheer Force. And I've got Hidden Power Ice on this, I'm pretty sure. I've actually got 2 Cannon special sets. All right, so I'm going to get hit by the Hydro Pump here, which I just tanked there. I'm able to get the Specs Boom Burst off, which hits like a truck, and that's going to take it down there. Also gets through subs and things. And a lot of people expect the, just the normal, like, multi-hitting set, so the special one is quite good there too. Alright, so Simisear is going to come in there and finish me off with the Fire Punch there, so things aren't looking too hot at the moment. So, bringing in my Incineroar. Now, this was a Assault Vest set I had on this. This was funny. So, it used Natural Gift on me. Look how fast the health goes down. That is the fastest I've ever seen a health bar go down in my life. I'm pretty sure how it works, right, is each move, when you hit a move, right, say Aero Ace, that'll knock your health down really, really quickly, right? It's all move dependent. That was I've never ever seen a health bar go down that fast in my life. Okay, so I'm swapping in my last, my midday form. like a rock there. I've got a toxic facade set. The only way I can get around this one is to go for the Accel rock here. Now the problem here was I knew Accel rock wasn't actually going to kill the last Simmer Sage because I was running a little bit of bulk on this set and I was relying on Sword Dance to base its attack. So I really had to hope that I would outspeed the bulky Simmer Sage, which I didn't, and it's going to be able to finish me off with the Energy Ball now. Now, I did do the calcs, and Accel Rock did not actually get a kill there, so just if you're wondering why I didn't go for Accel Rock, even a crit was only a 40% chance, even with a crit, so the chances were absolutely tiny there, so I thought I'd just go for Facade. Close battle anyway. Let's get to the next one. All right, this one was against Katie on my chat. Now, this battle was absolutely crazy. All right, so we have a Articuno lead here, trying again with my Honey Cheerios to get that Swagger Psych Up attract thing going on there. So we have Ninetales coming in. Swagger's going to miss first turn. Of course it does. So brilliant start there. Now Swagger misses again. Absolutely brilliant start again. So I'm going to get hit by a physical Ninetales. Absolutely wrecks me with Flame Charge and it's going to get a Speed Boost there. So probably the single-handedly the best 2-3 turns in a Pokemon battle in my life there. All right, don't worry. I've got that Ribbon Beast Sweep. I will put that one up. That was absolutely nuts. Bringing in Incineroar here. Now, this is my Assault Vest. So, Focus Blast misses. That's cool. I've missed 3 moves in a row. I'm going to get roared out here and go into Delmise. The greatest matchup in the world here. I can't do anything against this. Whirlpool's going to do shit. I'm going to get knocked out by, like, Flare Blitz or something. So, I just stayed in because I was a defensive wall. I knew that I'd probably barely take it. Maybe be able to get a Toxic off. That was my best bet, and some Recall there too, which I got. So it's also a Life Orb there too. Toxic, oh, it actually hits. So finally, after 4 moves, I actually hit, and that's got the Toxic on the Ninetales there. Okay, so I'll get a little bit of leftovers recovery, but I was thinking the Ninetales will probably go for Flame Charge again to get no recoil and another speed boost. I was hoping I probably needed a little bit more health to live the Flame Charge there since it was super effective. I was very, very bulky, but I didn't quite have enough health to start off the next attack there. So that's my Delmise down there. I was actually going to go for the rest there. All right. So a terrible start to this battle. I couldn't land a hit. I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn at the moment, to speak plainly. So bringing in midday form here. Just going to go for the Sorok to finish that off here. Now on this set I had Facade as well, Toxic Orb, Accel Rock just for priority, and I think I had Thunder Fang on this one, just for water types. All right, so Absol's going to come out here. I just went for Facade, so I have no time to set up a Sword Dance. I thought about a Sucker Punch coming my way, but what do you know? It's a Z move, so I'm glad I didn't just go for Sword Dance there. All right, so even with the Facade, I knew Absol wasn't very bulky, but even with that Facade and the EV spread I was running on it, it wasn't going to be hit super duper hard. Alright, so I'm going to basically turn into the Cocoon of Evolution. Bad Yu-Gi-Oh reference there. And I'm going to get like Shrek'd by that, and that's my midday form down. So it's a really horrible battle at the moment. I've just had the shittiest luck. So bring in my Assault Vest Incineroar here, which had Fire Blast, Focus Blast, Dark Pulse, and Hidden Power Ice. This is a special set. Modest Nature, Max Health, Max Special Attack. Alright, so going for the Fire Blast there. I think I don't know why I went for Fire Blast there. I could have just gone for Hidden Power because of the Assault Vest. I think at this point in the game I was like, I'm so pissed right now. I've like missed everything. Alright, so Articuno comes in here. So it's going to go for the Reflect. I'm like, oh cool, I'm going to be able to get a Fire Blast up on this thing. This should, really, really hurt it, and it misses. So I couldn't believe that I missed that one, just all the earlier ones there. So it's going to swap out, and the Aurorus is going to come in here, which is, I definitely know this is not going to one-shot it. It's going to be quite tanky. I actually get a crit there, which is nice, but I did have Focus Blast here, and it missed. So I'm going to get hit by the Icy Wind this time, which is actually going to drop my speed. Aurorus is going to be able to outspeed me next turn. Now, I knew that it had, like, Ancient Power to hit me. Unless it was some other crazy, wacky physical set, I wasn't too worried about it. I had the Assault Vest. T-Bolt is going to do nothing there. I don't get paralyzed. Focus Blast misses again. Like, I'm so salty. It runs so salty. Okay, so going for the Focus Miss again there. I'm going to get hit by another T-Bolt. I'm surprised I didn't get paralyzed the first time. Finally, Focus Blast hits there. I'm able to land that one on Aurorus, and that is going to be enough to take it out there. So good. Finally, I'm slowly getting back into the game. So the Reflect wears off there, so it didn't have like Light Clay or anything like that. All right, so Articuno comes in here. I was thinking, I know that I can probably badly live a Hurricane there, but it uses Ice Beam. So I'm thinking it may have thought I'd swap into the Minior and then get, wrecked by the Ice Beam. But I'm just going to go straight for Fire Blast there, and that's going to take out the Articuno there. I'd say that would have been the thought process going on there, since it's weak to... Minior is weak to Ice. Alright, so we have the Venomoth coming in here. I knew this thing would probably try and put me to sleep. I almost swapped into Minior then, but I stayed in, went for the Fire Blast, Sleep Powder misses, and that was probably a little bit of justice there, I think, for the first few turns. So Venomoth is going to go down pretty quickly there. So the last Pokemon is the Sensu Oricorio. It's going to go for the Calm Mind here. So I was thinking, well, it's going to do some solid damage with Fire Blast anyway. I know that it's not going to kill because it's got the Calm Mind up. I'm just going to have to be able to tank a hit and take this thing out. So Fire Blast hits, which is good, does 3/4 damage nearly. I was happy with that. No burn or anything. Then it's going to go for the Air Slash. I was like, yes. I just remembered the last move won my Toucannon wasn't Hidden Power Ice. It was Mirror Move. So I thought, well, I know that I can tank a +1 Mirror Move, a +1 Air Slash on this because it's a bulky Toucannon, max health, max special attack. And I'm going to finish it off with the Mirror Move, Air Slash, Stab. And I get credited. I'm like, no. So my last Pokemon, as you probably guess, is the Minior. This is the orange Minior here. The special defensive set. So I was like, okay, well, unless I get like flinch 3 or 4 times in a row, I should be good. Now it's going to go for the Revelation Dance there. It's going to do about half health just underneath. I'm able to get the Ancient Power off here, which is good there. It doesn't kill because I've got no EVs and special attack. Then I get the Ancient Power boost on the very, very last turn. I think I would have actually tanked the next one, but that was very, very nice getting that one. That's going to be enough to take out the Sensu form. And man, that battle was like a roller coaster with like the hacks. Oh my god. I hope you guys enjoyed both these battles. Enjoy those bloopers.